Boom! Yo, what's going on, players? It's your boy Aronaztek. We're back with another video. But on today's video, as you can see in the title, we are reacting to some of our old dance crew clips. Now, I do have two of my boys here with me today. Gonna introduce you to number one. Hold on, just gotta make him magic. We have... Boom!
Yo, what up, bro?
What's up, bro? Introduce yourself, man.
What's up, guys? I'm Joey.
And then we have my boy... Marcus! Introduce yourself, bro. You just did, bro. Alright, so now we're just gonna get straight into it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, guys, so basically, if you guys do know us, you already know our story, but if you don't, for those people that are new here, us three have been dancing together for...
like 12 years almost.
Yeah. About 12 years now. And we used to be we started off together in a dance crew called Royalty Crew, us together. And then we later on became the crew, The Pack. But yeah, we've been dancing together for a long time. We figured it would just be funny to reminisce on some of the videos, some of our older videos, and just see there. And we're going to give you a bit of a backstory on some of them too. Some of the stuff is pretty funny that you might not know. Some of the mistakes that we did make and some, you know, tricks that we didn't do.
Looking at you,
Alright guys, so first up we'll be looking at 2011. This was one of our earlier times. We competed in the national championships at HHI in 2011 in Brisbane. Yeah, we had to fly out to Brisbane. I think we had some other commitments at the time. That's why we couldn't compete in Sydney. So we flew to Brisbane to go and have a look.
Didn't we drive?
Oh no, yeah, we drove.
Bro, that was a story.
I can't even remember that.
Yeah, I think we drove like the last minute to go there. And we stayed at my best friend's house that lives in there.
Radzi.
That's right.
Radzi, shout out to Radzi. And he didn't know that we were coming. We just kind of rocked up at his house and they just decided, hey man, we need to stay here for a couple of days. But yeah, let's get straight into it. This is the first video, Royalty Crew at Nationals 2011.
Who's that?
I don't know if you noticed that, but there was a part there that Jordan's at the very back there. We were trying to create that illusion, if you didn't notice, but Jordan's leg did drop a little bit.
Came down.
See if we can find it. And yeah, these are the days when Mark was
Chubby.
big boy. Chubby. There it drops. I missed it.
So if we go back,
No, you don't have to go back. Just tell me first.
No, okay, so as you can tell, so Jordan rolls forward and Mark and myself were supposed to roll to the side. So we roll to the side and the next move is like this arm cross thing, right? And if you watch Mark, he's on the left hand side. He forgot completely. It did nothing. So check it out. Oh man, that was good.
It's because it was my solo.
Alright, here we go. Watch him on the left.
Do you guys remember like the jerk movement?
I remember. I
the
thought this
thing?
was cool, bro.
I remember thinking, yo, we are swaggy as.
Nah.
I'm sitting here like.
Especially when this was hot, like you said, the jerking movement.
Jerking was massive around then.
Yeah.
I think we this might have been the last time it was ever a thing, really, around 2000.
Died out after that, eh?
Yeah. The trends kind of come and go, but they're not really favoring about. It's good.
No, I'm swag cold, I'm defending the freezing. If you bad, then I'll send the cheese.
Yeah, Fresh was actually, bro, he was the man.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like, I'll always, like, remember is Fresh was always, like,
On.
when it comes to swaggy stuff like that, he always had, like...
Talented too in terms of like picking up movements. You know what I mean? Like there's those people like they just look at a routine and go, all right, yeah, sweet, get up and learn it straight away.
And
Then
they're
there's
good at
people. Then there's people like me who forgets the routine. Has to work their ass off to get good at dancing. Gee, some people just have it, eh?
I'm sorry about the quality of this. 2011 YouTube days were not good in terms of quality. HD was not a thing.
That's right.
Bro, you guys remember when like lasers were like in every sound effect? Like everybody used it. Like I can't believe that mix is so rough that like to transition everything is pew pew pew. This part goes off. I'm gonna prepare it.
Yeah, just gonna say, it was actually quite special because we had we had Fender,
World champion.
the world champion, help us out with this
point.
little section right here. If you don't know Fender, he's from a crew called Sweet and Sour, all the way from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 2008 Varsity Gold Championship champions at HHI, and then at these times, these guys were people that we admired crazy. Like we looked up to him massive, and it was just a big honor, like in all honesty, to have him come and help choreograph for us in this set. And then this set was like a lot of him really.
Yeah.
This section here, this
So
pop.
shout out to
Shout out to Fender. Actually, do you
Sweet
guys
Sour.
remember getting a lot of hate off this too? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys look like Sweet and Sour, this and that. But what they didn't know is that we were actually choreographed by
Yeah.
a Sweet and
a Sweet
Sour.
and Sour.
We
member.
did, you're right. A lot of comments and stuff were people like, oh, you guys bit that off Sweet and Sour. Like, awkward moment when it's like, oh, well, Sweet and Sour choreographed our set. But yeah, without further ado, here's that section. Oh, crap! Oh, he helped. Yeah, he.
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was nervous.
Bro, that's probably the best I've ever flipped ever. And I was 90 kilos there. Bro, I was
90.
heavy. I was heavy and I remember that.
I
I
even-
practice it took. I reckon I did my knees a massive.
This was
like-
when too like Fresh couldn't flip at all. Remember?
Yeah.
Fresh couldn't flip, but he practiced like he wanted to get so bad. And I remember him backstage goes, bro, I'm nervous about the flip. I'm nervous about the flip.
Yeah.
But,
We just
like,
nailed
got
it.
so high.
Nailed it, easy.
Guys, now I need you guys to realize, like, I know I didn't flip, so I'm not one to say this, but I need to say this in behalf of the boys. When you're doing a 2-minute competitive dance routine and you have to backflip towards the end of the routine in the last set, I can tell you that takes a crazy amount of athleticism and a crazy amount of like mental like strength to be able to get through that. Like to do that is like on a whole nother level. Now I know I'm not one to say it, but I need to say it on behalf of the boys that ain't easy at all. Not even kinda. Like that's just crazy.
It was sketchy.
It was.
What?
Because we're close to each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you don't have that much personal space, so it's all about trusting as well, making sure that we all do it in time and try and land in time and just not get hurt in the process.
But we cracked it though. It
Yeah,
was
bro.
good.
Yeah,
That was dope.
it came
Like
out
that.
tight. Bro, actually, I need to say on that part too. I will never forget Jordan Pyro. He was our center, so whenever we did stuff, we always knew to mark off people. We didn't like trust the stage so much. We trusted each other, so we always marked off people. Now, Jordan's job. Jordan, the guy in the center right now, his only job was to run up to the center, so we didn't have to run so far over. This dude, he decided decides to run all the way over to the. You can see clearly, he doesn't go straight.
Watch all of us like struggle.
So we all have to sprint while doing our actions to get over to find him. Watch it again. Like, this isn't supposed to be right. We're over here. The boys have just landed from their flip, I believe, here. Now they're gonna go over.
Go to church.
Bro, I swear you had the easiest job in the bro. Wow, yeah. A push up, like a Superman push up to finish off the whole thing after you've been gassed and everything. Oh.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like, we had been dancing together then for like 2 or 3 years at that point. And I remember 2011 was a real turning point for all of us because we'd started learning from some of the greats at the time. Sweet and Sour, Desire. We had a lot of lessons from our mentor at the time, Morris June. And Justice Crew, like all of those guys were mentoring us, and we were like learning a lot, and then sharing a lot of, sharing a lot of knowledge amongst all of us. So with that, it helped us grow. But 2011 was a massive turning point for us as well. Not only that, that was when we got our contract for the Sydney Kings.
Yeah, we started dancing for the Sydney Kings. That's right.
Yeah,
that was a good time. We started off doing the halftime shows, and then we moved on to doing quarters, timeouts. They pretty much had us as their full-time entertainment almost.
That was actually quite challenging too, because like not only are we trying to create and be creative for just one set, but it was like 5 to 8 sets a game. So that actually put our creativity out there even more. So it was crazy, but it was fun.
Yeah, forced us to do some weird ass stuff.
Yeah, I think we had some wins. We had some hits. We had some misses too.
Definitely.
Sydney Kings. That's probably another video. We could probably elaborate more on the Sydney Kings stuff in another video.
That was tough to watch. I was cringing half the time.
Yeah, I feel like that was like a real, like I mentioned, it was a real turning point because from there, like you could see, like this is just the start of our journey of growth. So we were always kind of like on a level where we were like, like these guys are cool, they're pretty good. But then from here, this is where it really started skyrocketing, just because we really knuckled down ourselves, I think, and we changed a lot of our habits, even like when it came down to becoming athletes over just dancers, like our food, our fitness, everything kind of came into.
I mean, that's half the reason why I felt so cringe watching that, is because seeing myself at such a big weight. Looking back, that was 9 years ago, bro. 9 years ago. I think it was the year we did it with Willis was 2012, eh?
Yeah.
Is that what we're watching next?
Was it Willis? Yes.
Yeah.
And so he was another mentor of ours who got us on the path of eating clean and treating our bodies like we're athletes. Because essentially we are. So it started the whole fitness journey for myself. If you don't know me, I'm quite heavily into fitness now. But watching that, I was heavy. And then the next video, you should be able to see the difference to that.
Also from that video, I feel like on the next video, I think that's where we started discovering our identity as well. Do you know what I mean? Like knowing, like every single crew has an identity that everybody recognize or remember them for a certain thing. And for us, we were still looking up to all these big crews, and we're getting help and ideas and knowledge from all these other creators. We started having our own identity as we're going along. We're like, we really like this, and this works for us. And in the later videos, you will see that we start having our own identity and our own tricks or blow-ups that people remember us by. So yeah, that's cool.
Alright guys, so on to the next one. We are going to be watching a year later. This one here, we're competing at HHI again, but in Sydney. Now in this one, there's us three, then we have Jordan Fresh, and then again one of our other mentors, a really cool friend, Willis Mahi from Desire 2.0. He ends up jumping in the crew with us. I think we kind of pressured him to do it because he's like, we were like, oh, we need some help with our set. Can you help us? Because he needed us to help him out with some of his music stuff, and as well as Blake's. So we were like, oh yeah, can you help us out? And then we looked at the rules, and the rules minimum is 5 people.
We had 4.
We had 4. We're like, you mind jumping in, bro?
Hey, mind you, I'm sure he didn't want to.
I don't think he was too keen.
But he did.
But yeah.
Through.
And I think this is where, with our outfit as well, we made our own pants.
Yeah.
This is where we like got into the whole sewing and stitching our own pants.
Oh, yeah, this is when the drop crotch was like a thing too. Drop crotch, we sewed our own pants together. But who forgot theirs? Was it you or Willis?
It wasn't me. I got mine on.
No, you don't. You're not wearing yours in this one. So in this one, Willis is, and then we ended up doing 2 of you, so it was matched.
Oh.
Yeah, so only me, Joe, and Fresh are wearing our pants that we've made.
Oh, I'm happy
Excuse
with
the
that.
pants.
I'm happy with
and
that.
Mark and Willis are wearing factory pants. Which now I look back is like, man, why didn't we just do the pants? Factory pants were like the shit back in the day. They were dope. But yeah, let's not digress too much. We'll get straight into this video. Let's go. Sorry again for the quality. 8 years ago, HD wasn't a thing, and I don't even think people had decent phone cameras. So like getting quality like is hard. But in this one, like you need to watch it because this one is one of my favorite sets. Can we up it here? No. Yeah, without further ado, let's go.
Ahead of its time, bro. Like,
now, if you saw the start of this clip, of this video, and you saw a year ago's version to that, like I already know now. Like you could already like I know this is us, but I already get the feeling now. Like
we're at another level,
a whole nother level. And we were taking this so serious. We were so hungry for this comp to win it, to qualify to go to Worlds. We were so hungry. And Willis really pushed us, like mentally and physically, everything. He made us get into the right mindset that we were on a whole nother level. Like we were eating so clean, we were training so hard. I think for this comp, I remember there was times, like weeks that we were training like 10 to 12 hours a day, whether it was fitness or on the routine, or on. We still had our Kings contract at this time too, so we're doing King stuff as well. So there was a lot of stuff.
I dropped 15 kilos. At this point, I was 15 kilos lighter than I was in the previous videos.
so if you guys want to lose weight, do some dancing.
Compete.
Compete.
That's right. I had lost 7 kilos. At that time, I weighed 107 kilos.
Shit.
That was like the thinnest I've ever been. Now I'm only like 108. So. Anyway, let's continue.
I love that picture.
I remember drilling these sets so hard. I remember it was the first time for me that I had like real difficulty getting those finer moments down. Because as you can see, if you know Willis's isolation and Willis's like style is very intricate but very like small movements but precise. Like having to try and get that down together was really like a whole nother level. It was really tricky. But like you can already tell like how clean we were and how much we trained together to try and get there. I think we did pretty well. Bro, I remember that part there. I got in trouble by Willis after it because I got way too hyped.
You
So
nod your head.
like, you can see me like nodding my head, going like, yeah, yeah. But you're supposed to be like, but I'm sitting there like, yeah, yeah. And Willis is
I
like,
never noticed that. Show me.
Yeah.
yeah, I got too hyped.
He was losing Jesse, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he doesn't keep up.
Oh, that's where Mark was supposed to flip, but he didn't.
Two parts there. They've already heard. Willis lost his hat, which, if you don't know, in HHI is a deduction. Hats are always a bit of a risk. We felt like we were going to take that risk anyway. And then if you look at the back, Mark is supposed to go on my back, and then he's supposed to flip.
So
Was it on the shoulders? It was like
like
back,
yeah.
back,
shoulders,
and flip
flip
on
on.
the
Yeah.
But lucky he didn't, because like as you can tell, the DJ table was like pretty close there.
Yeah. So
Watch
Watch
that
that
again
one.
just
Watch
so you can see, one, Willis losing the hat, and two, Mark going to flip at the back. A bit of a mark.
He just lost the hat.
Mark. Guys, again, we're giving mad props to Willis, but this is when shit got fucking real. Like, this set here was, like, the isolation and then the precision in this set. I remember, I stuffed up in one of the parts. Oh yeah, I hit one of the marks too early. But yeah, you'll see. Yep.
I remember drilling that part on its own, like over and over and over again, like
to the point where holding your arm here was sore.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like Aaron said, like Willis's set is so precise, and like if you don't have body control, then it just doesn't have that right effect. You know what I mean?
And if you can see one of our body parts looking tense, it's tense as. Like, all of our movements were so thin. You'll see the part where I go down and I click. I actually go a count too early when that part.
The mix itself as well.
I gotta give credit where credit's due in that one too. I didn't mix it. You're out of frame.
He didn't mix it.
Yeah. I didn't actually mix this mix. That was all Willis. Yeah, and he was one person that's taught us a lot. I know we speak about Willis a lot in that one. But yeah, so that's...
Thank you, Willis.
in that one too, we came third? Fourth?
No, we came third because only top two made it
Yeah.
that round.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
We missed out
top
by
two made it to go to Worlds. And we came third. But that same year too, the Royal Knights made it to Worlds. And that was the first time we'd ever had anything that was us qualified to go to Worlds in Las Vegas. So we got to go over for the Royal Knights, and they absolutely killed it. They killed it in that comp too. They were unbelievable, just for kids that just started dancing on the street, came out of nowhere, and this is their first year competing, first year doing anything, and they were phenomenal.
It was the what helped them out as well was the chemistry they had with each other. It was like they're not just going in and doing a dance set with just other people. They were actually like brothers. They actually lived together, hung out together, and had that trust that And I think with the dance crew, you guys might agree with me here. I think the most important thing is to have that bond with your crew. If you don't have that bond, a lot of the trust and the things that you want to try and pull off just doesn't come out the same.
It's true. Shoot. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching our first reaction videos. If you do want to see some more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see us react to even other cruise stuff, like hit us up in the comments below. Down there, I will be putting the boys' socials in the descriptions below. If you want to stalk them, follow them, whatever. You might have to change it because these guys like to change their social handle all the flipping time.
Not me.
Especially him. But yeah, guys, thank you guys. See you in the next one.